Hi, my name is Poeartistry. I am excited to welcome you to James Poeartistry Productions. You are tuning into an incredible experience known as Poeartistry Gold, where we delve into the art of commentary, storytelling and poetry. We aim to bring you inspiring and thought-provoking content.
This is a Poeartistry Gold moment by the author James Lynch.
Hello, Perceptive Reader, and welcome to this World's Journal Part 2 video. If you reference back to Part 1 of the World's Journal as a writer, I explained to you that I will be talking about my development of that novel. Yes, it will be a novel that may span across actually several books still, a series, if you will. All the same, I'm still writing and developing book 1. And yes, there's a lot of meticulous thoughts and past writing experience that I'm bringing all together to bring about this masterpiece, if you will. At least in my mind, it is a masterpiece. And so I realize if I like it, I am certainly not the only one in the world who may view matters in this way of science fiction. So I'm sure there's at least one other person who will like it. On this page that you're most likely seeing this video, that's if you're saving the James Poeartistry .online links or link, you will see that it is connected with an excerpt of the novel. And yes, a very brief excerpt at that. What I want to say is at the end of each page, as you see my buymeacoffee.com, okay? My buymeacoffee.com /James Poeartistry. If you would like to actually have me add more than a blurb, if you will, of each page, the prologue, chapter 1, and moving on up, you see, yes, I will keep them in different paragraphs or sections, you see, and adding them all together as I build upon what I'm just sharing with you as an excerpt. But all the same, if you really wanted to see like maybe a whole chapter or anything of that nature, that's what that buymeacoffee.com would show, be an incentive or motivation, if you will, for an author like myself to go ahead, you see, and say, all right, I know I've only been placing a paragraph or a blurb of what I've just written here or there, but I will add more, you see, I will add more if that is what you end up, writing me through the buymeacoffee.com /James Poeartistry. I've written several ebooks, quite a few of those, and novels over the years. And this is what I've decided to do to this point. So yes, other people who may come along may wonder, okay, where can I get the latest read or previous reads or what have you? Well, just by listening to this video, they will know exactly what is going on with these blurbs and these excerpts, these videos that now I have 2 of them on the same page, and you'll see right in the middle of that page the blurb from the knowledge. So I keep on saying blurb, because when I say blurb, I really do mean it's going to be a blurb. But you can still see at times, just from a brief discussion, conversation, just what type of style that I continue to write in. Okay. And yes, I'm a human writer. And yes, these again are my original writings and thoughts and things of that nature. to have an interesting sci-fi novel that, again, I'm writing for myself. And what I mean by that is I'm writing it for you to enjoy. But as far as any influences at all or what have you on the outside, no, other than the regular, you know how I like to say, there's motivations and incentives, or what is it called when I said, look, I had a creative idea, inspiration. That's the word I'm talking about. Where, I'm always being inspired anyway, to improve on the writing, etc. However, as far as with my outline that's in my mind, because I got it, you see what I'm saying? This story, I said, you know how they say there's nothing new under the sun. And yet at the same time, each writer is a unique writer. And so there is something new under the sun being born every day, because each of us as a personality is unique in some way, as a human being, in some way. And so when you write, when you tell a story, the way you tell it, you can even tell the same story, but because it's you, the way you're talking and speaking and expressing yourself, you see, and we're not talking about plagiarism either. I'm just like to use an example of, past plays like Shakespeare's. I mentioned at times about the Phantom of the Opera, how we know that was an author who wrote that novel way back over 100 years ago, you see. And yet, it's been done in many different plays. It's been on television, opera, etc. And if you've had the opportunity to see the Phantom of the Opera in all those different formats, live, film, plays, yes, that's quite an experience. You still, oh my goodness, you can enjoy all of them in all those different formats for different ways. I think most people will find they enjoy the live experience, you see, the most. But that's what I mean by uniqueness, by people really making things their own. And it is nice that the attribution still goes to the author who wrote it in the first place, you see. But that's what I want to tell you as far as with my novel. It's original because I do just have an original story, again, that I'm developing. And you can still see a lot of good writing and other sci-fi that I think you would say that, boy, out of the hundreds or thousands of movies that I've seen, every day you're still seeing some type of unique show, you see, series or what have you, that I really want to emphasize, show that originality, the uniqueness in originality really goes to show there's nothing new under the sun could actually be a debate within itself when it comes to creativity and imagination in ways that people never really thought about before. And that's what I was hoping to get you to think about in this World's Writers Journal Development Part 2 video. Have a very wonderful day, Perceptive Reader. Take care.